So you wanna be a picture book writer, then you gotta write picture books. And you're gonna need a bucket load of bright ideas for titles, plots, and hooks. If you're partial to prose or you're raring to rhyme, then repeat after me, it's a challenge, but I'm gonna tackle each story 1 month at a time with 12 by 12.
So I wrote A Picture Book Is, for the concrete thinkers, a 32 to 40 page book, usually intended for children, where the illustrations and text are equally important in telling the story. Of course, as some of you mentioned, that picture books are for everyone. I'm an empathy generator. Empathy is something we need so much in this world today. And it's hard to teach children empathy, but we can model empathy through picture books. A stepping stone to reading, where, picture books are this entry level for reading, a love relationship between a reader and a child, and a work of art, as some of you mentioned. So these are kind of aspirational things that we all want picture books to be. And I'm going to give you some of the tools, hopefully, to get us there. So this is what I would call the author's toolbox. These are elements of story, and it gives you an insight to why picture books can be so challenging to write, because these are all the elements you want to try to pack into writing a picture book. I always say that picture books are like, people think they're easy to write because they're short, but they're really like writing a novel in 400 words. And we have, there are probably 12 by 12 webinars going back on all of these topics, which are worth exploring, like character and setting and story arc, and doing research for both fiction and nonfiction, and finding the right voice. And if you're a rhymer, rhythm and rhyme, word choice, word count, all of these things are important to writing a picture book. Point of view is another one of these elements, and I don't know if it gets enough attention. And I feel like it's something that can either get you started on writing one of those picture book ideas that you have and you're not sure where to start, or to write a total rewrite and to do a rewrite and start with a different point of view. And we're going to see what point of view is. I'm going to start with some definitions. Okay. What is point of view? Point of view is the perspective from which a story is told. First, second, or third person. Point of view answers who is narrating the events in the story and how much access does the narrator have to the character's thoughts and feelings. And you'll see what I mean by this. Okay, so another way to look at this is from Mary Cole, who was an agent and an editor and a writer. And she wrote a book called Writing Irresistible Kidlit, which is mainly geared towards middle grade and YA, but I also find a lot of gems in there for picture book writers. And her definition of point of view is the lens through which a story is told. If you think of the story's narrator as a camera, where is the camera pointing? So I don't have a camera here, but I have my phone. So if the phone is pointed at me, so that's first person. And if I take a picture of you, that's second person. And if it's hovering above the story, outside the story, an outside narrator, that's third person. And we're going to continue on that line. So first person, the narrator is a character in the story. First person allows the reader to experience the story intimately and directly through the narrator's thoughts and feelings. So the key words are I, me, we, us, mine, and ours. One book I chose for this is Our Pool. I was on a jury for the Margaret Wise Brown Prize last year with 2 other authors, and it was a joy and a pleasure. We read about 350 entries. Our Pool rose to the top. It's by Lucy Ruth Cummins, and it's about a single day at the city pool, and it's written in first person. So it starts like this. I wake to the sun streaming through my windows, and from the moment I open my eyes, I can tell it's a pool day. I'm a swimmer, so I absolutely love this story. There is a little bit of third person. I pulled out another spread from here. Everyone gets in at different speeds, some in slowly, one toe at a time, teeth clenched and goosebumps growing all over their skin. Me, I'm the jump right in type, all at once and oh so quick. So I kind of love this. And this is a great example of first person drawing you in. We're going to take a deeper dive later. I'm going to go through some more definitions first. Second person. So here the narrator speaks directly to you, the reader, creating an immersive experience. Second person places the reader in the story, and I would say the audience in the story as well. So you, your, and yours. One of my favorite biographies, picture book biographies of all time, is The Iridescence of Birds. I don't know know how many of you are familiar with it. It's been out for a while, but it's really one of my favorites. And it's by Patricia McLachlan and pictures by Hadley Hooper. And it's a biography of Matisse when Matisse was a little boy, but it's told in second person. So it starts like this. If you were a boy named Henri Matisse or Henri Matisse who lived in a town in northern France where the skies were gray and the days were cold and you wanted color and light and sun, and it continues that way. Now, the whole book is actually 2 sentences, which is remarkably hard to pull off. I've tried, but I love the way it puts you, the audience, the child, in the shoes of little Henri growing up in a gray town and how his mother introduced him to color. So you could see on the right there, your mother put red rugs on the walls of the house, and you could start to see how he became an artist. So a lovely way of a biography in second person. It's so unusual. And then finally, third person, where the narrator is not part of the story. Rather, there's an all-knowing or all-seeing presence, also known as the omniscient narrator, telling the story about others. Third person offers insights into multiple characters' thoughts and feelings, or the perspective is limited to one character's thoughts and feelings, which is known as limited third person point of view. So the keywords are names of people or animals, he, she, his, her, it, they, them, and theirs. And for this example, I'm using one of my own silly books, Bravo Avocado, and it's illustrated by Anna Sussbauer, really beautiful illustrations, really colorful. And it starts like this. Avocado perched on the edge of her crate. The day was ripe with possibilities, the sights, the smells, the signs, zesty lemons, juicy peaches, sweet corn, avocado, $1. So Avocado wants to be today's special, and she goes on a quest all around the farmer's market, and she interviews all different characters like Tomato and Pumpkin and others at the farmer's market to find out how she can be today's special. So this another spread in the book goes, Avocado felt a huge pit in her stomach. It's very punny. How can I be today's special? She said. This is really a big deal, said Pickle. You need pizzazz. And some zing, said Garlic. He never minced words. Maybe try some dressing, added olive oil and vinegar. Great idea, said Avocado. So here you could see how in third person, you can include a wide variety of characters.
Do it together so never you fear. It's a handy little way to help you kick into gear. You're amazing, exciting. Look out, 'cause you're writing 12 by 12.
12 manuscripts.
12 by 12.
12 picture books.